Today on the Hangout, LeBron James goes upside the Raptors' head in Game 1. James Harden had his shooters on deck. Spurs down one game. And IT going big against the Wiz. Can they keep it rolling on Hangout? Basketball fans, welcome into Canada's home for talking hoops. This is the Hangout. I am Akil Augustine. If you're wondering why I'm laughing, it's because just off screen to my left, your right, Trix is talking trash about me. He's back all the way from Edmonton. Everybody's favorite comedian, Trix, in the house. You happy to be back in Toronto? I'm friendly six?
Not in this weather.
That's true. It's horrible.
Gloomy. On and off the court. What? Here we go.
All right.
What?
Shouts out to the fan from the radio side of things. You know him. You love him. Devo Brown, sharp shooter, sharp talker.
Yes, sir.
You have to talk your way out of this one today.
Listen, man, I'm just glad you're exposing the ankles. Finally, welcome to that side. Finally. After all the times you made fun of me, look what happened. Ankles out. There it is.
Ah, man, I picked the wrong day to wear these pants. Wow. Oh, and the big homie himself coming all the way from the CBC. Thank you so much for.
Yes.
Nap pound. What we doing?
Yeah.
Passing it out.
Jesus.
No, but pick up the socks. You see me?
Jesus.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Enough laughs, enough jokes, because
Yes.
it's straight serious talk right now. The final score 116 to 103, but the final score is way not indicative of the way the game went. Quick questions. Are you surprised? Dwight, I'll start with you. Were you surprised with the result of Game 1?
Yes, I was. The way we started, I didn't expect us to start. They've been on a long rest. Thought maybe they'd come in with a little rust.
Who? The Cavs? You thought the Cavs were going to be
They've been
rusty?
sitting down for that long, man. Even, they beat up on the last series. I was surprised at the way we started the game. Happy with the comeback, but the final score didn't even reflect the beatdown we took in that game, man. That was a little embarrassing.
Not surprised by the way the Cavs played. I am surprised by how soft we played to start the game, playing scared. Playing scared.
That's part of the reputation, though, now.
That's the thing, and why is that our identity? That shouldn't be our identity.
That's why we brought in
right?
two players to
It's-
toughen us up.
Stop making excuses
Yeah.
for the Raptors.
No, man, we got Ibaka. That's why those guys are there now to be tough.
The problem
Work last night.
How many times do the Raptors have to make the playoffs for us to say they've been there before? Or how much, at what point do you say, okay, Patterson, you need to sit down?
The problem
No,
is,
when do we say this? When we get
others-
swept, or do we wait till next season when we have this conversation again? This is every year.
so you think this is a problem with the identity of this group?
I think we settle for a little mediocrity. I think we.
Who's we, the fan base or
when
the
you're
ownership?
when you're playing chess, you have to take pieces off the board too, and
Yes.
not just add pieces.
Okay.
So we are afraid to say, you know what, it's time for certain players to go.
I feel like you're
afraid
talking
to say
about
that.
Patrick Patterson. 'cause
I
he
don't
said
need to
his
name
name.
names. Listen, I'm not here to say because it wasn't just his fault that they lost.
Well, here's the other thing.
right?
Look at JV. We got to try and find how to make him effective. They got 14 three-pointers. 9 of those happened when JV was on the
And
court.
how long are we going to take to do that?
Right?
How many seasons have
and
to go
even
by?
with him being out there, we got out-rebounded. So what do? We got to go smaller because he cannot guard Nick Cannon, a.k.a. Channing Frye.
Nick Cannon.
Oh, my gosh. Look
Why
alike.
didn't Powell start last night?
That's a question that some people have asked.
Right?
fair question.
Do you really think?
I don't understand.
Do you really think Norman Powell starting would have been something that stopped LeBron James and the Cavs?
Okay,
from
we'll
winning
never
the
know.
game?
I don't think so personally. I don't think anyone can stop LeBron on
Yeah,
our team.
you can't.
However, you have to throw looks at him and hope for the best.
I'll say
right?
this. I'll say this. That rest was probably the best thing for the Cavs because I have never seen this version of that team play at that pace.
Yeah.
And
Right off the
they were
bat.
zipping around the court. So here's the question for the Toronto Raptors. What's the recipe here? Do you need Kyle and DeMar to ball out? We're talking 30 plus, or is it the other pieces, the PJs, the
Bring
Ibakas to
LeBron
step
James to Jane and Finch and leave
Wait,
him
this is
there
my neighborhood, man.
and hope he doesn't get out.
What's up?
That's
No,
the
we'll let
only
him out.
way we win. That's the only
If
way we win.
LeBron James comes to Jaden Finch, we're just going to ball with him.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Have Kyrie Irving
just gonna
dropped
ball
off
with him.
in Albion Mall or Falstaff.
Yo,
and hope
Reggie,
the man them
why you
don't
dissing
let
my
him go.
peeps, man?
And hope they don't let him go.
Okay, so there's no chance
Tricks.
from the book of tricks, no chance. There's no adjustment this Raptors team can make.
I know. I can feel my phone buzzing. The tweets are coming in. I know they're going to happen.
Them are vets.
Listen, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with me saying I just don't think the Raptors are equipped to beat this Cavs team. And I know it sucks
But
because
most of the NBA isn't equipped to beat
but
the Cavs.
here's the thing, though.
That's not necessarily
I don't
true,
think it's
though.
just being equipped. I think it's the effort. I think you have to have it in your mind that you can beat them. as fans, a lot of us are like, you know, hopefully we beat the Cavs. And I think the players are doing that
But it starts with our guards. It starts with Kyle Lowry, right?
Yes.
Like, okay, when you have a poor performance, you can't be sitting on TV talking about, okay, well, fine, then I'll just throw up shots. Like, that's the mentality. You can't
The way our guards go, our team
You need to go in there, you have to be, like, fearless of LeBron.
You brought something up that's very
Fearless.
interesting to me, though. Kyle's body language in the press conferences and interviews.
Yeah.
Has anyone else been thrown off by that? Like it's borderline funny the way he sits up like
But
this.
this is what I mean, though, about them already being defeated going into this mentally.
Absolutely.
They need to believe they can win, but they're not acting like it. They're not going on the court and playing like it. I mean,
Listen, I had a guy-
isolation basketball. It's like it's saying that. It's like, well, if no one else is scoring, I'm just gonna
And
jump.
that's ridiculous.
I can identify
It is.
with the way the Raptors feel right now because on Sunday night, a guy named Nolan Gooding dropped 50
I heard,
points
man.
on my head top, and I tried everything I
Who the hell
could
is
do.
Logan Gooding?
Hey, he's good. He's good.
Okay.
And I
It's
sounds
in
real
his name.
good.
I
It's in
tried
his
to be
name. He's got
PJ
to be.
Tucker, and I tried to keep him out the lane, but there was nothing I could do.
Did he?
I mean, let's talk. Yeah, I know how the Raptors feel. Let's talk about PJ Tucker for a second, though, because this is the guy that we thought could,
Yeah.
you know, kind of slow down LeBron.
But he's fearless, though.
No, PJ's got the right
I
attitude.
like him and Powell because even Powell, it doesn't let LeBron intimidate him. And that's how you beat LeBron. If you look at all the losses they've had, it's because guys aren't afraid of him. And you have to show LeBron, like, yo, you can't just come on the court and bad me up.
All the
Can't do that.
losses.
You saw that
Kawhi
Iguodala
has
chase
won.
down last year, right?
Look at Ibaka. You get dunked on and your response is, well, you know how much times I blocked him? No, you didn't block him when we needed you to block him, Ibaka. I don't care how much times you
He
blocked
did
him.
kind of
Ass.
recoil.
Block him
there.
there.
He did kind of
Right?
recoil.
That
out
was
Hey,
there.
let me ask Dwight something now. Dwight, I kind of thought the Raptors had a chance once they got home, but that game one, it's making me second guess everything. But what do you think the one thing the Raptors need to do in order to tighten this series up, maybe even steal a game in Cleveland? The one thing.
Our coach said he took offense to when a reporter asked him if they were being dominated last night.
Yeah.
And we were dominated.
Yeah.
We have to change the lineup. We brought these two guys in for this series. We brought them in to play Cleveland. So let's put Tucker, let's put Ibaka on the court. Let's start them.
Then who comes out?
JV played great last year. I don't know what's going on. He seems to have gotten slower this year, but sit him down. It's all about lineups. It's all about matchups. And I don't think our coach at this point has found a matchup to challenge that.
No need for stop bring JV to Eglinton and make him eat jerk chicken, eh? Stop feeding him.
Let me, Devo, this one's for you. Okay. The Cavs are balling.
Yes.
It looked bad. Is the Raptors' pride on the line in this series? Because they
Big time. Look, you
Hold up the
know,
shirt.
you
Very
know
good.
I am. You know I
Yes.
love my team.
Rep your city, man.
But if you do not come out in game 2 and move
the
the
start.
ball from the start,
we don't mind losing.
play hungry, fight, put the
we
effort.
don't mind.
That's what I've been
leave
dumped
it
on
out
like
We
that.
mind losing. We mind losing.
We don't want to lose.
Listen to me.
losing.
Listen to me.
But
I
listen,
just want to get blown out the building.
you're not supposed to win game 1 in the other person's house,
Why?
right? No, you're not supposed
Especially
to.
with a team.
It's-
We never win games.
But
I
you're
think we
supposed to
won one.
compete.
They haven't
You're
won
supposed
Yeah.
to.
game
Yo,
one.
in 16
Can we
years.
make that adjustment? Can we make that adjustment?
Win a game
Can we
one?
start
Win a
winning
game
once?
1.
Okay, all right. Listen,
Move the ball. That's what I want.
we'll be
Move the
back
ball.
to break down more
Pass
Raptors.
the
You
Take
guys
LeBron to false tap.
But Tricks is making it sound so easy.
It is that easy. Just drop him off. It's called Uber.
Drop him
We
off.
got more to come here on Canada's Home for Talking Hoops. Right now, it's Sweets' Sour Play of the Week. And this is an expensive sour play for Dahante Jones. He does the stare down on Jakob Poeltl, gets 2 quick technicals, which means $6,000. You know how much he earned this year?
And LeBron has to pay his fines?
$9,000.
How proud of
He
you?
signed at the end of the year. He made $9,000.
Yeah.
$6,000 with the fines.
LeBron's paying.
LeBron got
Yeah,
that.
LeBron's paying it.
Hang up.
Goes to charity.